Is Malaysia even safe? Do Malaysians even know English? Bro, why is Malaysia nothing but Kuala Lumpur? Okay, let's make one thing really clear. Are those Americans not insane? Because you will not believe how little they know about Malaysia. So, as an American traveler who loves everything about Malaysia, today I will show you the worst things Americans say when they visit Malaysia. But I have to warn you that what you're about to see is complete insanity. There's no way you want to witness any of that. But with that out of the way, let's get into it. And the first one is, I like Malaysia. You guys are the best part of Indonesia. Wait, are you kidding me right now? Did we forget to invent the internet connection and Google Maps for those Americans? One of my Malaysian friends in America even said to me that Americans would always think him and Malaysia when they had a fun vacation in Bali, Indonesia. Like, how can they afford a vacation when they can't even afford to learn reading the map? But more to this, you can even try it for yourself. Go type in Google, is Malaysia? And you'll see the following popular questions like, is Malaysia in China? Is Malaysia in the southern hemisphere? Sorry to break this to you, but last time I checked, Malaysia was obviously right next to Japan. Wait, what? But that was only the beginning, and it's not even crazier than the next comment. Is it true that if you're a tall white guy, you're pretty much guaranteed a girlfriend in Malaysia? Nah, you also need like 2 million ringgit in your bank account, bro. Girls are kind of picky nowadays. Maybe you have better luck in Indonesia. Next, why do most Malaysians I see have bad facial skin? It seems like you have more acne than anyone else. Okay, so this reminds me of when my Malaysian friend went to Tokyo and San Francisco and then come back saying how, oh, you wouldn't believe how people over there have smooth and like good skin. And then I thought, yeah, you do see more acne on the face when walking in Kuala Lumpur, for example. But I think Malaysian food and the weather in general do play a big role. Not complaining, bro. I would die to eat that laksa every day. But if you live abroad in like cold weather, I assume some of those problems would just magically go away. But on the bright side, I do notice that Malaysians look a lot younger than your age. Just think about it, bro. How easy it is to see some of the uncles and aunties already in their 50s, but they still look like maybe in about that mid-30, about to be 40 range. But now that we're talking about the weather in Malaysia, I do want to bring up a comment that may seem crazy at first, but I want to know what you guys think about it. Why does Malaysia have no seasons when everyone at least has 4? That is not true, brother. Don't you know Malaysia also has 4 seasons? They have the hot as hell season, the everyday is raining season, the haze, and that's burn everything season, and then from June to August, you also get the durian season. Hey, I wonder if I could poke it the same way you're about to poke the sub button. If you enjoyed the video, ouch, it hurts, it actually hurts. Also, some places over there in East Malaysia are like crazy tall, right? I wouldn't be surprised if it gets cold and windy. So even though it gets really hot these days in Malaysia, I think you'll still need to come prepared when visiting here. Also, correct me if I'm wrong, but wet season in Malaysia can literally flood, right? So it's definitely not your typical, oh, I can't believe it is raining, guess I will go out there and watch a movie instead. Kind of easy rainy day that you would maybe get in the US. But now I want to get a few like big city dumb tourist comments out of the way. Cause y'all know foreigners love Malaysia. Hey, I love Malaysia too. But we always seem to come here with the craziest, unrealistic plan. Like, is it safe to jog around Bukit Bintang at 1 AM? I know there's a gym in the hotel, but I love being outdoors. Brother, sir, abang, I don't think there's a place on the planet that is safe to jog around at 1 AM. The only ones still out there hanging around at that point would be those hundreds of kitty cats that wouldn't leave me alone. I heard you guys have really bad public transport. Is that real? Okay, this is both real and completely false. Like, in the capital city of Kuala Lumpur, you wouldn't believe how easy it is to go around the city with the help of the metro. And in between the city, well, you can take the bus, and I heard there are even trains, but nobody knows how reliable they are. I heard a lot of horrible experiences of people taking private taxis taxis in Malaysia. Should I just avoid taking any of them? Bro, is taxi still a thing in Malaysia? I thought you guys only had Grab and Uber. But yeah, it's still kind of the only way to get around in Malaysia. So just be cautious when you're taking any of those taxis. Also, the weirdest taxi I've ever taken in Malaysia was probably that one time when the driver found out that I support the football team that he absolutely hated. Because football fans are totally the most intelligent and reasonable people, in case you don't know. Outside of that, I'm still alive after taking taxis here for like over 100 times. But that will never be the craziest things you will hear from tourists. I mean, just look at this one. Why does Malaysia have so many mosques and literally nothing else? Oh, okay, so dear sir, madam, would you rather be out there like in 32 degrees and it's so humid that your sweat doesn't even come out? Is that a no? Then the shopping mall, here we go. Is Singapore still inside Malaysia? I don't know, man. It's kind of confusing, but it doesn't matter. Because Malaysia is where all the fun is located, but in Singapore, you only get a bunch of crazy rich, miserable people, which I really wouldn't mind becoming one. Daddy needs money to eat that lux every day, bro. I only visit Malaysia because your currency is always weak. Well, look at who is laughing now. Have fun paying the most expensive Malaysian ringgit ever. And bro, if you stay in hotels in some of the states like Selangor and Penang, well, now you even have to pay additional taxes to the government, which means the money would allegedly disappear forever. So like a week ago, I stayed at the hotel inside KL, but I ended up paying 10 ringgit a night for the national tourism tax, and also an extra 7 ringgit tax to the state. And you have to pay that for every single night, so you stay for 2 nights, you pay double. So a lot of the time, the taxes you pay are more expensive than the hotel itself. But that is still not crazier than the most insane comments I am about to read. Why do you guys put hot drinks into plastic bags when taking away? Well, bro, how else can you enjoy the drink with all the burning sensation and melted plastic? Like, hello, I want a cup of cappuccino, no ice, normal sugar, and all the plastic you have, bro. Why does Malaysia have 2 flags? Wait, what? Oh, there is only one? What are you talking about? But in Malaysia, I think every single state has a flag, and some cities even have a city flag. So it does get confusing if you see a different one and be like, hey, look, the flag is different. That means I'm now in Brunei. Nah, bro, you're still in Malaysia, my man. I even heard my American friend saying, how did they steal the design of the American flag? It's literally identical. What, so did I miss the part where the flag with red and white stripes was invented by Americans and only they can use it? What? Also, correct me if I'm wrong, because I fell asleep in history class. But the Malaysian flag came from the East India Company about 300 years ago, right? And that was way earlier than even the first American flag. So what are they even talking about? I think Malaysia, out of all the nations in Asia, has the most stereotypes, especially negative ones on the internet. Like, people seem to praise Indonesia all the time, right? But it's still kind of rare to see tourists in general doing the same for Malaysia. And I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not. Would you rather become a Bali, Indonesia? Or do you want to remain the hidden gem of Southeast Asia? But that was not even the worst the American media has ever done to Malaysia. Because in this video, I want to show you the top 10 biggest lies Americans still believe about Malaysia. And trust me, bro, there's no way you want to click on that video.